Good morning, everyone. I wanted to provide a short overview of the EHR usability testing assignment, just to provide some clarification mainly on what you need to submit to Brightspace for this assignment. Okay, so the assignment has three components. The first is to complete four activities within EHR Go. So I'm going over the assignment deliverables here. Um, so the first is to complete four activities within EHR Go, and those are listed in number 3 here. There's hyperlink to each of them. What I'm going to be looking for you to submit in Brightspace for each of them is that download. So here is this, I believe this is the student view. So here's your activity. This is for the first one. You're going to launch the EHR, perform the activity, and then make sure that you download your work. This download is what I want from each of those activities. So please submit this to Brightspace. I have gone in and changed the settings for this assignment because this could take you a little while. I think that it estimated that each one of these activities maybe would take 10 to 15 minutes. So don't feel like you have to do them all in one setting. You can complete one and download it, upload it to Brightspace, and then go do something else and come back later and finish them. So you can, in Brightspace, I change it so you could have multiple submissions at different times. Okay. So if you have any trouble with that, though, let me know. Okay. Uh, let's see. So back to the assignment. So once you complete all four of them, you'll upload that download that you made to Brightspace. But I did want to say that while you're doing these, you may want to complete the second component of the assignment deliverables, which is this usability testing scenario evaluation. I think it'd be much easier for you to complete um, the second part of the assignment while you're doing the first because it's fresh in your memory and you're right there doing it. So with that, there's 3 or 4 questions for each of the scenarios or activities in EHR Go. The first one here, I'll just kind of highlight a little bit. So while you're in there, it's going to ask you, it says, how many steps does it take to register a new patient record? Is the process straightforward? Would training have been necessary? So this one is getting at, is it user friendly in that um, there isn't a lot of steps, or is it kind of cumbersome? Is it straightforward? So is it intuitive? Would training have been necessary? So if it's intuitive, training is not really necessary, but so evaluate that. And the second one, does the sequence of the screens used to collect the information make sense? Does it accommodate who would be actually entering the information? So front desk, registration clerk, things like that. So for each of those um, activities, you're going to want to answer these questions. Now, I do have a note up here on this. You may definitely use this Google Doc as kind of your worksheet. Feel free to make a copy of this and save it. Answer your questions right here in Google on this Google Doc, and then when you're all done, you can download it and upload it into Brightspace. Okay. And then the last one, the last component or deliverable for this assignment is a written evaluation of EHR Go based on the HIMSS EMR usability principles. So I'm going to scroll down here. Don't forget this component, okay? Because I've had students forget it in the past and I've had to return their assignments. Um, so what you're going to do is you're going to pull up this HIMSS usability guide. And this actually would be something that I would recommend. I think I have note of it here to actually read this. Yeah, it's linked right here too. Before you even start the assignment, just so you have kind of an understanding of what the usability principles are and what makes EHR usable. Okay, so there's 9 of those. Okay, I won't go through them. But what you're going to do is you're going to basically compare the EHR Go system to those usability principles. This doesn't need to be long. Short and to the point is just fine. 1 to 2 pages, probably more likely that it's going to be 2 pages just because there's 9 of them. There used to not be as many. Anyways, a little blurb on each one of them. Read the descriptions, and then make sure that that you note here if you have any suggestions for improvement of the EHR. or how EHR Go could be improved to meet that usability requirement. Simple statements, again, don't need to elaborate a ton, but I definitely want you to come up with some realistic suggestions and what would provide for improved usability of the system. Okay. And so once again, you don't need to uh, put this on a separate sheet of paper either. You could enter a page break here and just do your evaluation right here on this same document if you like. So um, I hope that this was helpful. I hope it didn't make things more confusing. I just mainly wanted to kind of go over what I'm looking for in terms of deliverables. So all three of these things, and feel free to use this as your worksheet if you prefer. So I hope you all have a wonderful week and a great 4th of July. And with that, I will end. Thank you.